Hey girl, so this vlog should be pretty quick. I'm gonna share with you the meditation that I just had on 2/17, and I'm gonna actually do this again tonight. At least that's my plan. So I wanna share with you just the significance of that. I'll talk to you about some tools to induce meditation because I've been really big on that and sensory experiences. If you're someone that's also, let me not talk too much about it. We'll get into that. And then walk synchronicities, or not, these aren't even really synchronicities, but just like things I realize on my walks. If this is your first time visiting my channel, hello, my name is Tatiana Barlow, and I share about just my journey and since quitting my 9-to-5 and the things I've learned along the way. I come and share them here with you and all that good stuff, girl. So 2/17 meditation. So I'm sure you've probably been seeing a lot of the stuff going on around about 2/17 to 2/20, or really even past that, being like really powerful energetically in the different calendars. Some have mentioned Chinese New Year stuff, some have mentioned Ramadan stuff, some have mentioned like it's very like astrological stuff if you resonate with astrology and things like that. So in 2/17 was like a solar eclipse, a really like powerful day. And so I decided that I wanted to do a really powerful meditation that day. And it ended up being way deeper and way more powerful than I expected. And it was my first time doing it in my personal sauna. So I have meditated, if not most of the time or always, meditate in the sauna at the gym. But I haven't done like done what I did on 2/17, like in my own sauna. And this sparked the conversation that I wanted to talk to you about using tools to induce meditation. So, and this is more if you're someone that is a little bit more experienced with surrender and your relationship with your body, your relationship with meditation. I would not just jump into this right off the bat, especially like stacking everything like I did. Like I stacked, I was in the sauna, I used bilateral stimulation, I used EFT tapping, I used cannabis, unintentionally I was fasted, which contributes. I used repetition, like repeated movement, something else. I stacked a lot of sensory input to induce a very deep meditative, which became like hypnotic state. I would definitely never jump into doing that if you have no experience in this realm. But if you're someone that's been meditating for a while and you would like to find ways to go a little bit deeper, or you're more looking for more embodiment. So it's like, for myself, I do stillness meditations, like sit in this actual chair actually every morning. I sit here and I quiet, just stillness. And I will do stillness meditations when I feel. I find those to be most beneficial, at least for myself, if there's like thoughts or needing to like clear my mind. I paused before I said that because really, even with that, I'd probably just go on a walk. But if I'm not able to go on a walk, or if I'm like, maybe I did a lot while I was out, like I was out socializing or do a lot with people and I need to just like sit in some stillness, then I'll do that. Otherwise, I've been really getting even more into using the tools that I share with people for regulating their nervous systems to also help your body feel safe enough to go into a really deep meditative state. And so bilateral stimulation is very, very powerful and effective. And so how I did it when I was in the sauna is I decided to combine bilateral stimulation with EFT tapping. So I patted my head and I tapped here. I chose these two places because, one, I wanted two places that were comfortable for like my hands. I mean, I could have did this, you can do whatever, but first of all, I wanted both my hands doing something for the bilateral aspect. And then this area, this meridian point, I believe is linked to safety and specific organs. Since I'm not 100% confident that I'm remembering the right one off the top of my head, I'm actually pretty confident, but I don't want to spread misinformation. So I believe that this meridian point is associated with safety. Double check that, I'll double check it. And then this one is more like full nervous system, like again, double check. But so I thought these were two good ones to use, and it activates both sides of my body while also activating the meridian points. Lovely. And to induce repetition with that, because yes, this is repetition in and of itself. This is repetition. This is tapping on meridian points, EFT tapping. This is bilateral stimulation. This alone is checking a lot of boxes that make your nervous system feel safe. I added to that swaying because I was sitting on my knees anyways, because the way my sauna is, I took out the chair. I didn't like the chair. I just preferred to sit on the floor. If I could lay down, I would, but that's not the type of sauna that I have. So I was on my knees, so I'm swaying while using bilateral stimulation, while EFT tapping, while in the sauna, whoop, whoop, wop, wop. My body has never dropped into such a deep meditative state so fast in my life. Granted, it was my first time doing that, so there's the element of novelty there. So the brain, when y'all don't care about that, it being my first time also contributes to that that wow factor. But that was insane. Like, it was insane. I want to start using my sauna for meditations more often, because since I was completely by myself, there was zero. Oh, and I had my red light too. So that's like stimulating mitochondrial production. And I had my goggles over my eyes because my red light was there. So I needed my goggles. So I also was taking out that sensory input. So, and I felt completely safe because I'm in the privacy of my own home. So I went so much deeper than I expected. It was so powerful. I was really glad that I was able to do such a beautiful and deep meditation on the night of the solar eclipse and whoop, whoop, wop, wop. And so I encourage those that feel they are at the level and place and comfortability with themselves and their body to explore with EFT tapping or swaying, bilateral stimulation, which is really just anything that engages both sides of your body. Tapping on your legs, tapping, what are these called? Oh my gosh, I can't believe I'm forgetting this right now. Oh, I can't believe I'm forgetting this right now. I'm so ashamed. But tapping here, walking, because that engages both legs. Anything that engages both sides of the body, which is basically both sides of your brain are talking to each other a little more, and then they feel safe because there's repetition, or it's one brain, but the repetition helps you to feel safe. It's very calming. It engages your parasympathetic nervous system, all of which can help you get into a deep meditation. And then you do whatever you want to do in that meditation. You can affirm, you can not say anything out loud. I say stuff out loud, but all up to you. I've just been really into using these tools to help my body feel its safest and most comfortable. I use these tools all the time when I'm out and about. I mean, these are the tools that I obviously be sharing and teaching people all the time. So I can yap about that forever, but that's been really cool. And I was really happy with the results. I've been really happy with the results of using, like, I'll even use EFT tapping to get me started in a meditation where I'm gonna just be sitting still. I'll still start with something like this, and then I'll stop and then just sit in stillness. But that at least helped me get even like more into that, if you know what I mean. So food for thought if you're interested and you feel you're in a place where you're comfortable with that. And then I already talked about this in the last vlog where I talked to you about my vacation, but it's still really cool to me how everything faces the sun. Like, not just, last time in the vlog, I talked about how I noticed all the trees face the sun, and they all face the west or whatever. But I find the sun really fascinating in how much it actually like impacts us, because all of these stars and planets and our moon and stuff impact us. We've spent more time studying the sun, so we know like it comes in and it triggers this in the cell, and that triggers that, and that produces that, whatever. Like, I feel like just like we know the reason why the sun is able to impact us in certain ways. So I shouldn't speak for everybody, but then like people kind of discount that magic. I think it's still magical that the sun is like that girl or him. Like, every organism responds to the sun. Like, we face our homes, especially if we lived outside, like not in the way we live in civilization now, but if we like lived a little more like with nature, then we structure our homes in certain ways with the sun. We start our crops, like the animals, they put their nests in certain places, the trees grow in certain ways, everything and everybody is like facing the sun. Even when you go somewhere, like if you go to an event, you choose your seating based on you wanting to be in the sun or you wanting to not be in the sun because it's so powerful or intense. Or I just find that so cool. And like when I'm on my walks, something I really like about just walking around and stuff is it gives me kind of a check-in of seeing like where we all at, because we are just as much part of nature as all these other animals. And so it's helpful for me, at least, and a good reminder for me. Like if I go outside and I see like all the trees are still naked, or most of the trees are still naked, and like the abandoned nest because the birds have moved because of this, I see all of that and I'm like, oh yeah, it's still winter. Like we're still doing the underground building. We're still like, I'm not behind, like I'm doing good. And like right now, some trees, not everybody, because it's still February, but some trees are popping out their buds, and I'm seeing some baby growth, and I'm like, okay, so things are starting, like we're starting, cool, the energy is okay. And I've been doing that since like last year of like, I just go outside and I just see like, where are we at? Not a specific tree or a specific species, but just what's going on out here. Like the animals, the flowers, the trees, the plants, the bushes, like just overall vibe. And I really like that. And it helps bring me some peace too, of just flowing with that. You know what I mean? And I love talking to the different plants and the trees, because there's already like multiple studies that support when you talk to your plants and stuff and it helps them grow, which I mean, Scarlet is our best case of that. But talking to your plants, it helps them grow, whoop, wop, wop. So we know that. Is that not magical to people? Like, to me, that is magic. Like, to me, we live in the magical world that we're always putting in movies and stuff. There's someone on TikTok that had said, the magic is here. It's just not in a humanoid way like we do in like cartoons. And so it makes us feel like it's not magic. But just because we know how something works, to me, doesn't mean take away the fact that it's magic. Everything here has a reason for how it works. If it's materialized on this earth, there's going to be a pathway, a cause and effect, cause and effect, cause and effect for why something works. Because everything here is everything is cause and effect. But especially here in this material 3D world. It doesn't make it not magic. It just means like we know the mechanisms now. Like if you saw, like before us knowing the whole caterpillar to butterfly thing, if we just saw this caterpillar goes into this cocoon and comes out a butterfly, is that not magic? Just because we know, oh, it goes in there and the digestive enzymes break its body down in the soup, and then it's a butterfly. That's still magic. So the bees going around and doing this, and they make honey, magic. Like. So I love talking to the plants, especially if I see a plant struggling, because I'm like, if my voice has the potential to help you grow and to help give you the energy and juju to thrive, well, so be it. I'm yapping up with y'all like that magic. So, yeah, that's been really fun. There was another, I feel like, thing I wanted to mention on here, but I didn't write it down. So I don't know what it was. Maybe I'll mention it on next week's vlog. But overall, girl, I'm still doing well. I am still doing well. I feel very calm and confident, oddly confident. And I think spring, like I said before, is still gonna be a really good time for me. And it's so funny because this time last year, I would have thought spring right now would have been the most anxiety-ridden, scary like time for me, just like because of finances and stuff. But I feel very good. And I'm grateful for the journey and everything that's been taking place so far, like regardless of the results, I guess you could say. I love having this revamped nervous system. I love having this revamped look on life, and the fact that I stood on business with all that like self-concept work that I'd been doing for who knows how long, and seeing this just become my new brain and all that good stuff. So it's really cool. I'm really excited. And girl, I'm gonna just keep being out here doing the damn thing. I'm doing my best. All right. But yeah, girl, that's all I have. I tried to keep this. Is this one short? I think this one's medium. This is a medium length vlog. Anyways, girl, I'll see you next week.